speak to in and around Bournemouth in the area. Such a really good young man, great player. He's got so much to look forward to in his future.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good day. It's been a nice day in the UK. If you're not from the UK, hope you've got some good weather there as well. Well, after such a good game last night that we watched along, I hope you're looking forward to another good one here as well. It's got all the makings of a good game. There's a lot still riding on this game for Man City. Their qualification for the Premier League, for the Champions League. So there's still a lot riding on it. And Bournemouth are no easy task to beat, whether they're at home or away. And it's all a matter, really, of whether Man City can pick themselves up after a disappointing FA Cup final, which they lost 1-0 to Crystal Palace. There's a bit of emotion involved in this game as well. It's Kevin De Bruyne's final home game of what's been a glittering career for Man City. He's really been a driving force in that midfield for Man City that's pushed his team along over the last 8 or 10 years to win numerous trophies, and a lot of it's been down to him and his driving force. His goals and his setups have been stuff of legends now, and he is a legend at Man City and will be remembered for many, many years to come. The other thing to point out is that in the substitutes today, and I'll just show you that now, and we'll have a look at the teams as well. I'll just share that screen with you. So, predictably, both teams are playing the 4-2-3-1 formation again. It seems to be a standard practice in the Premier League now. Starting with Man City, who have Ederson in goal, back four of Nunez, Ruben Diaz, Akanji and Gvardiol, Gundogan and Kovacic in midfield. Further forward is Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Mamouche and Haaland. And as we look at the substitutes, you can see there, if I just move it up a little bit further for you, that Rodri's back in it. After his season was curtailed with quite a serious injury, he's back in the squad for the last two games, and we never know, we might see him make an appearance, and it'd be good to see him again. Man City have definitely missed him. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Jack Grealish and Phil Foden, disappointing for them. Disappointing FA Cup final for Foden and for Grealish, who Grealish never even got on. But he's never been able to establish himself in the Man City side, hasn't Grealish? And I wouldn't be surprised if he's on his way this summer. There'll be plenty of teams that want him. It's just whether they can afford his salary, because he's on a fortune, I would imagine, at Man City. But we shall see. I don't think he'll be happy to stay another season at Man City and continue polishing the subs bench. As we go up to Bournemouth, as I said, playing the 4-2-3-1 formation. Kepa's in goal. Back four of Arujo, Zabani, Hyson and Kerkez. Adams and Cook, the holding midfielders. Tavernier, Kluivert and Semenyo, with Evan Nielsen up front. Kerkez there is rumoured to be on his way to Liverpool this summer, so he's another one to keep an eye on. Substitutes. Brooks, Akim Boni, Dennis, Jebison, Senesi, Silcott, Dewberry, Smith, Soler and Winterburn. So that's the two sides as it stands at the moment. Just change that to the tables and we can have a look how this game is vital for Man City. Now, as we can see, as we move it up to Man City in sixth position, I mean, it is a European qualifying, but it's not Champions League. They're on 65 points with 2 games to go. A point behind Aston Villa, a point behind Chelsea, a point behind Newcastle. So if they win this game today, they will go up to 3rd position. Everything is in their own hands at the moment. So with their goal difference of, I'm just thinking about the draw, with their Man City's goal difference of 24, a draw will even take them above Aston Villa, Chelsea and Newcastle into 3rd position. So if they win or avoid defeat, they will go up to 3rd position. Lose the game and it all goes down to the last game of the season on Sunday, and it won't be in Man City's hands. And what a disaster for the club as a whole, for Man City not to qualify for the Champions League next season. So that's it. That's the 2 teams. If you've got any comments regarding that. Connor Barlow, no, I won't be showing the actual game live. It's this copyrights, you can't do it. If I did that on YouTube, I would be instantly banned and taken off. So I'm going to do a watch along with commentary. It's a pity I can't show the actual game, but I'm sure you can understand why. So we've got about 8 or 9 minutes before the game kicks off. Just looking at Bournemouth's position, how does it affect them if they win this game? 53 points in 11th position. If they go and win this, they will go above Brentford into 9th. I mean, the higher you finish up the league, the more cash you get at the end of the season. So Bournemouth will be looking to win this one as well. They haven't been in the best of form at the moment. It's been a bit iffy. They've won 2, drawn 3 and lost 1 of the last 6 games. So not in the best of form, but Areola does make them very difficult to beat. Man City's form, apart from the FA Cup final, where they were pretty poor, they've won 4 and drawn 2 of the last 6 games. So it's going to be a difficult task for them, but like I say, can they lift themselves from that disappointment of the FA Cup final? We shall see. And of course, there's a bit of emotion around the game with regards to Kevin De Bruyne's last home game. He'll want to go out with a bang. You could see that Kevin De Bruyne in the cup final has just lost that half a yard of sharpness. He got the ball in some good positions, and he was just a bit slow on the turn, and the Crystal Palace defenders got in on him quickly, and he wasn't able to influence the game like he wanted to. But he'll want to go out with a bang in front of his home crowd today with the last game, and I'm sure he'll be motivated to kick on, because at the end of the day, his performance, he will be looking for another club after this, whether it's in the Premier League or abroad, I don't know. So he'll want a good performance to say to the clubs who are maybe interested in him, I've still got something to offer. We shall see. We shall see. We've got 5 or 6 minutes to go before the game kicks off. If you want to put your comments in on the live chat, please do get involved. I mean, even if you just want to give us your prediction for this final score today. I'm just thinking, I fancy Man City, but it's going to be a close game. I think it'll be 2-1 to Man City. That's my prediction. But you let me know what you think. Be interesting to see at the end of the game if anyone does actually get the right score. 2-1. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? What do you think to Rodri being included in the substitutes for Man City? He hasn't played most of the season. He's going to be a bit rusty, there's no doubt about that. And maybe Pep's going to give him the last 10 or 15 minutes. There's no point in risking him at the end of the season when everything's done and dusted, really, unless they really need to. But it's good to see him back. And he'll be fit and raring to go for the new season in August, when he's had a full pre-season to get over his injury. And that's always good to see. Man City will be looking to replace De Bruyne. He's a difficult player to replace, but has anybody got any thoughts on who could replace him? Will they be looking abroad, or will they be looking at somebody in the Premier League? Let me know what you think. Let me know, because I don't know who could replace De Bruyne. His goals, his setups. Is he irreplaceable? Is anybody irreplaceable? I don't know.
Well, there's always a lot of press interest in a game of this magnitude, but so much interest.
It's not quite a full crowd yet there at Man City. There's a lot of spare seats. I suppose it all comes down to economics. They've all been to London over the weekend, and then they're expected to, a couple of days later, turn up at the Etihad to support the team. It's a lot of money, and I'm not surprised that there's a few empty spaces. Right, let me just get this timer ready, because we're only a few minutes off kick-off, and I want to be ready for it. Just bear with me a sec while I just get that done. Just about there. There we go, all ready. Thanks to everyone who's joined us so far. It's nice to see you here and supporting the channel. If you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber. It's free, and it just helps my channel grow with the algorithm, and it allows me to be able to continue creating content for you. I don't get paid for it. I just do it because I enjoy it. So it's always nice to see people coming and supporting the channel. If you can join us on Thursday as well, it's the first and only test between England and Zimbabwe from Trent Bridge, and we'll be doing a live stream probably of the first two sessions of that game, starting at 10:30 on Thursday. So if you can join us for that, please do hit the notification bell, and then you'll be informed every time there's another live stream. The next one after this game, football-wise, will be the Championship playoff on Saturday between Sunderland and Sheffield United, which is going to be a interesting game, put it that way. A lot riding on it, not just the money. A lot of people in the crowds have got De Bruyne masks on, so irreplaceable, says the placard that someone's holding up there. King De Bruyne with his crown on. Just go through the two teams while they go through the shaking of hands again. It's Ederson, Nunez, Diaz, Akanji, Vardiol, Gundogan, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Mamouche and Haaland for Man City. And for Bournemouth, it's Kepa, Araujo, Zabani, Hyson, Kerkez, Adams and Cook, Tavernier, Clivert, Semenyo and Evan Nilsson is up front. Both playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. We're only a couple of minutes away from the kickoff now. If you want to get your score predictions in, you can do it now before we get started. 2-1 I've predicted to Man City. What do you think? Get your score predictions in now. Erling Haaland didn't have the best of games at Wembley as well. He'll be looking to net a couple today. There'll be a few of that team that's going to be leaving soon. That Man City, Gundogan and Silva, as well as De Bruyne. I would think that they're coming towards the end of their contract soon. Kovacic, there'll be a question mark over him. I don't know. Maybe a Kanji as well. Difficult to say, but I reckon there'll be a big turnover of players for Man City during this close season. Conor Barlow, I'm sorry, mate, I can't show the match. It's copyrighted. If I do that, I'll get banned off YouTube, and that'll be the end of my channel. So I'm sorry, mate. You just have to put up with me commentating. Formalities going on in the centre circle now. De Bruyne just shaking hands with the captain of Bournemouth and the officials. Goes back to the huddle of his team. A few last words. I'm not sure about Twitch, Connor, whether you can show it or not. I did try it before on one of the other channels, and I did get bans, even though someone told me that you could do it. I know you won't report me, but the trouble is that I can't just live stream it to Twitch. If I turn my camera around, it'll be live streamed on YouTube as well, and I'm afraid that's not going to be possible as the game is underway now anyway. De Bruyne's in the thick of things on the edge of the Bournemouth area. Gets a toe to it, but it goes through to Kepa. Kepa plays it short to Clivert, but he's let it run away from himself. But the rebound has favoured Bournemouth, and they're coming away down the left-hand side now with Tavernier. He puts a left-footed cross in, but it's behind all his supporters that were coming up into the area. And Gvardiol on the far side has put the ball out, and Semenyo claims the throw and gets it. Semenyo looks like he's got a long throw on him. Everybody's backed off into the penalty area, so going to be some pressure here for Man City, and it comes now. It is a long throw as well. Keeper comes for it and makes a good catch. Does Ederson? That's what you want from your keeper, to dominate the area. He rolls the ball out to the right-hand side. It's Nunez, but he has to go back. He's gone back to Diaz. Kovacic is deep. Gets the ball back off Diaz. They're playing passes between each other. Them and Kovacic goes into the centre midfield. Kovacic picks the ball up again and rolls it out to the left-hand side. That was Gvardiol who was pushed up. Ball's back with Diaz. Central. Gets it across to Bernardo Silva, but he's under pressure from Tavernier and he has to go back to Diaz. Just short of the halfway line on this right-hand side. Turning one way and turning the other is Diaz, but he gives it to Akanji eventually. Gundogan gives it to Kovacic. Mamouche is away, he's tackled. Fairly, says the referee, and Bournemouth come away with the ball. Semenyo gets out to the right. Ball's played back into midfield and then eventually back into their own half. It's played forward by Zabani, headed away, up in the air. Arario goes all the way back. Kepa has it. Plays it back to the right back. Played forward first time. Diaz gives it away. It's a poor clearance. He tried to backheel it and Bournemouth are away into the box now. Clivert has a shot. It's at the near post. Ederson's there. Makes a comfortable save and gets the ball away straight away. Kovacic coming forward onto the halfway line in midfield. Give it to Haaland. Haaland tries to thread the ball through to De Bruyne, but it's blocked. Bournemouth have the ball. Kerkez plays it long. It's brought down by Akanji. It's too far for anyone else to reach it. Kovacic. De Bruyne brings it down, gets the ball inside. It's a great for Silva now. He plays it. I don't know. He had room to run into the box to attack the goal, and he didn't. He decided to cut it back along the edge of the 18-yard box, and it was behind everybody. And eventually, the ball ends up with Kepa. Don't know why he didn't attack the box there. It's a great inside ball by De Bruyne, and he just it was Kerkez that he was in front of. If it had ran into the box, Kerkez would have had to have been careful with the tackle. Hyson, under pressure, puts the ball out. Nunez on this near side, level with the penalty area with a throw. Throws it down the line. Nunez gets the ball back. It's close to the corner flag. Rolls it back out to De Bruyne. Left-footed, he goes across the pitch. Mamouche tried to bring the ball down, but his control wasn't great, and it's cleared. And Diaz picks the ball up in his own half. Plays it across. Nunez finds Kovacic. He plays it across to the left to Gundogan. Steps away from one man and he's got running on the inside left position. Mamouche is on. Bernardo Silva cuts it back and there's nobody there. He cut it back to the penalty spot and everybody was attacking the 6-yard box and it was behind all his support. Now Semenya comes away. Tavernier, Kerkez making a run down the left-hand side. It's Kluivert has the ball now. Kerkez overlaps. Kluivert comes inside. Tavernier tried to nutmeg Guardiola to get his ball to Evan Nielsen. It was cleared. Shoulder to shoulder, says the referee. Nunez. Kovacic. Under pressure in the midfield, but he gets away. And then he's brought down. Free kick. It's a pacey start from both teams. They're going at it 100 miles an hour. Ederson well out of his goal. Gives it to Diaz. Diaz chips it forward, looking for Haaland, but it's well away from him and it's cleared up between them. Kepa has it now. He's trying to roll it out. Don't know who to, Hyson, but it was well in front of him and goes out for a throw. Puts his team under pressure. De Bruyne takes the throw, gets the ball back, plays it inside, looking for the run of De Silva. De Bruyne has the ball back though. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Left-footed, gives it back to De Bruyne on the edge of the box. He puts a cross to the back post. It's headed away. Picked up by Kovacic. He has a shot just outside of the box. Just flashes wide of that right-hand post as Kepa's diving across. He probably had it covered, but it's a couple of yards wide. It's well played by De Bruyne, though. He is dominating the early stages of this game. It was his cross that was eventually picked up by Kovacic. That it's just a slip as he goes to hit it. De Bruyne are having a big influence on the game so far. His cross was meant for Haaland. It's headed away by Semenyo. And Kovacic just slipped. His left foot just went from under him as he hit his shot, and that's what made him drag it wide. Gundogan has it now. Inside left. Goes out to Gvardiol. Mamouche has it now. Comes across. It's Nunez who's supporting. He's coming forward, then lays it back inside to Diaz. Diaz gives it to Kovacic under pressure. Immediately has to go back to Diaz. Hugging the right touchline is Nunez. Looking to get it on his left foot. His cross is a low one. It's flicked away. Evan Nielsen tries to help the ball on, but it's picked up by Diaz in the centre circle. He strides forward. Gives it to Gundogan. On the halfway line is Akanji. And then Kovacic. Kovacic goes square to Diaz. Nunez on the right touchline, supported by Silva. Silva gives it to De Bruyne, and he's through. Is Nunez? Can he make the ball? It's a good save by Kepa. He got a hand to it as Nunez tried to go around him, and the ball's cleared, but not so far. Akanji's picked the ball up on the halfway line, gets it across to Gvardiol. He plays it inside to Kovacic. Ball's flicked inside, looking for Mamouche, but Mamouche falls over as he tries to get the ball, and it's back with Kepa. Keke's under pressure from De Bruyne. He goes over, and De Bruyne is penalised. Still waiting for the free kick to be taken. There's no movement yet. Ball goes long. It's flicked on by Semenyo, but it's helped on its way all the way back to Ederson. 10 minutes gone, 0-0. Gvardiol striding forward, tries to lift the ball inside. It's offside anyway. Kepa taking his time with this. He's well out of his area to take this free kick. Been told to hurry up. He does do eventually. He gets the diagonal ball across to the left-hand side. He's looking for Tavernier, but it's gone over his head and out for a throw to Man City, which is taken quickly by Nunez. Keeps it in, does Nunez. Diaz plays the ball forward. It's Tavernier and then ends up in the arms of Ederson. He rolls it out to Akanji on the far side. He checks back and gives it back to Ederson. Ederson then gives it to Diaz. He lays it forward, looking for Haaland. He flicks it on, does Haaland. It's Mamouche was the recipient. He's lost control of it. He's looking to give it back to Haaland. It goes forward to Tavernier. He tries to lay it forward further down the left-hand side, but he puts the ball out for a throw. Nunez has it now. Diaz gives it to Ederson. Ederson puts his foot through it. High to Haaland. Can't bring it down. He's beaten to the ball, is Haaland. And it's helped on its way by Hyson. Plenty of time for Diaz to bring the ball under control and pick a pass, but as Bournemouth put the press on, it has to go back to Ederson. Haaland tries to get a flick on for De Bruyne. It's lobbed forward by De Silva. It's right down the line and out for a throw on the near side to Bournemouth. Bit scrappy bit of play there. Ball goes long forward, and again, it's over the top of everybody. Cliver and Nevin Nielsen can't get to it, and the back four of Man City can mop it up and begin the attack again. Ball's given to Bernardo Silva. He goes out to Akanji on the far side. He plays it back inside to Bernardo Silva. Bit of space for him to move forward now. Coming across diagonally to this near side. He gives it to Diaz. Diaz plays it inside to Kovacic, and De Silva has made a run forward. He gives it to Gvardiol. He's just had to take the ball out of the penalty area, trying to get it under control. And eventually Semenyo gets in there and takes the ball off him. But it's given away by Bournemouth in the run half, and it's with De Bruyne now. He gives it to Kovacic. Gundogan now gives it back to Akanji on the halfway line. Crowd tired to get behind City. Come on, City. Come on, City. Inside to Mamouche. He's going to go for a shot from a long way out. Oh, what a goal. That's got to be 30 yards out. And that's flew into the top right-hand corner. And Kepa got nowhere near it. And Man City are a goal up. And what a cracker. That flew into the top right-hand corner. And when I saw him going to strike that, I thought, it's too far out. 30 yards out. And that's flew into the... He really struck that well. And what a great goal. I see that replay again now. It's played inside, just outside the penalty area, and he comes running forward centrally, and he manages to get a bit of curl on that as he hits it with his right foot. It must be 30 yards, that, and it's right in the top corner. Kepa's not going to get anywhere near that. He couldn't have hit that any better. Pace, dip, and it goes in off the post in the far corner, the right-hand corner, and could have had two keepers in there and they wouldn't have saved that. And even Pep was happy with that one. What a cracking goal to get this game underway. It's really opened things up now. It's given to Hyson. He tries to play the ball forward for Cliver, but the ball skips past him and into the arms of Edison. Diaz plays the ball inside midfield to Kovacic. He goes across to Akanji on the far side. Akanji moving forward. Gives it to Guardiol. Guardiol plays it inside to Gundogan, just inside his own half. Gives it to Kovacic, gets it back. One or two passes between each other. Comes out to Diaz. Diaz is under pressure from the press and it goes back to Edison. Edison left-footed, chips it forward. Guardiol plays it inside. Mamouche gets out to the right-hand side. He was looking for the run down the right-hand side, but it was under hit. And then Kerkez goes down on the left-hand side in the Man City half. Mamouche has fouled him and the free kick's been given. Mamouche was looking for Nunez. He played the ball to Kerkez and then Mamouche tried to make up for his poor pass and committed the foul. It's a long way out. It's on the near side, the left-hand side for Bournemouth. It's a long way out to put one into the box. So it's going to have to be a floated cross in there. Back line for Man City is lined up on the 18-yard box and no further. Comes in now. It's left-footed. Tavernier puts it in, but it's one that's easily picked out of the air by Edison. He rolls it out immediately to De Bruyne on the left-hand side. He swaps sides, but he's under a lot of pressure. He had no support and the ball's eventually taken off him. And Bournemouth sweep it across to the left-hand side to Hyson. He's got Tavernier on the inside. Tavernier gets it now on the left, but he's had the ball taken off him and fouls Bernardo Silva. Free kick to Man City. Taken quick. Kovacic has it. Gives it to Akanji. Akanji plays it back inside to Kovacic and Kovacic side foots it back to Edison. Edison left-footed, long. Looking for the run of Guardiol. And Guardiol manages to get hold of the ball. Semenya's after him now. He's going backwards and eventually has to go all the way back to Akanji. Akanji to Kovacic, back to Edison. The Bournemouth press is working well. Diaz has the ball. Evan Nilsson puts pressure on him. It goes back to Edison, out to Akanji. Akanji making space down that left-hand side, but he's under pressure and has to go back inside to Kovacic. Diaz has it now, all the way out to the right-hand side. Nunez, he has to come back in though, into the centre of midfield. Kovacic, he gives it to Mamouche. Mamouche goes out to Akanji. Kovacic, inside to Haaland. Haaland controls it, gives it back to Kovacic. And then he comes across to Diaz. Diaz inside to Mamouche. De Bruyne tried to get the ball back to him, blocked, but they've worked hard to get it back. It's Kovacic now. Slips again, but still has control of the ball. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Left footed, he plays it across the far side to Akanji. Kovacic. Mamouche has the ball now. Gives it to Gundogan. Ball's going back. It has to go back in the end. Bournemouth's press has forced them to go back to Ederson. Haaland has the ball now, under a lot of pressure, but he sweeps out to the left-hand side to Gvardiol now in a bit of space. He puts his cross in. It's a low one. It rolls across the 18-yard box and straight to, I think that was maybe Kerkez, who's coming away now. Plays the ball down the line. Tavernier is gone. I thought it'd gone past Nunez for a moment there, but Nunez managed to get the ball and comes back away with it, gives it to Kovacic. Centre midfield, just moving across to the left. Gundogan gives it back to Kovacic. He plays it inside to De Bruyne. He plays it forward, looking for Haaland. He's away on the inside left position now. Just stumbled over the ball and has to turn round and lay it back out. Mamouche, shoot again, the scene. Mamouche has the ball back again. Goes out to the left-hand side. It's Gvardiol. Back inside to De Bruyne. Mamouche. Gvardiol again. Back to Mamouche. Shoot goes up every time Gvardiol gets the ball. Mamouche gets the ball now. It's back with Gvardiol. Back to Mamouche. Trying to prise a gap open here. De Bruyne on the far side. De Bruyne plays it to Kovacic. Gundogan makes a run forward. Kovacic to Haaland with a bit of space on the edge of the box. He lays out to the far side. It's De Bruyne now. Oh, and he just left the ball behind as he made his run. But he's got it back under. But he played it to the back post. It was high in the air. And somehow Haaland managed to acrobatically get his foot to it and get the ball back on target. Couldn't get any power behind it. And Kepa managed to make the save. Man City putting the pressure on now. It's De Silva. Plays the ball inside. Back does De Silva. Gundogan is going backwards. Gives it to Kovacic. Then Kovacic tries to give it back to Gundogan, but it's in front of him and it rolls out for a throw to Bournemouth. How did Haaland manage to get his foot that high to be able to get the ball back on target? Oh, and it was going in, but he just had no pace on the ball because he was stretching to make the ball. It's great play by Haaland, but Kepa makes the save on his line. One bounce into his arms. It's a Kanji now. There's going to be trouble here for Man City because the press is on. Diaz has the ball, but he's deep in his own half. He plays it down the line though. Howson has the ball floating over his head, manages to get his foot on it, but all he can do is put the ball out for a throw to Man City on this near side. It's given to Silva. Played inside to Kovacic. Across to Akanji. He plays it down the line. It's Mamouche going forward. Gives it to Gvardiol. Gundogan gives it to Kovacic. And Bernardo Silva in the centre midfield tries to get the ball through, but it's intercepted. And Tavernier on the left. Given to Kerkez. Back to Tavernier. He goes back to Howson. Moving across his defence, he gets out to the far right-hand side. Arojo gives it back. Howson again has got Kerkez in support, plays it inside to Clivert. Clivert gives it to Kerkez. Evan Nielsen makes the run down the line, but Ederson's out of his box. Intercepts and puts it out for a throw. Good run by Evan Nielsen. Howson gives it to Zabani. Right-footed down the line, looking for Kerkez. His cross hit first time is intercepted on the edge of the 16-yard box, and Man City are coming away down the left-hand side now with Gundogan. Kovacic is going for the return pass and gets it inside left position. Mamouche. Oh, how did the ball is played across the 6-yard box to the back of the box where De Bruyne is, and all he has to do is just side foot it into the net. He's leaning back and his shot hits the underneath of the crossbar and ends up back in the arms of Kepa. How did he miss that? He just had to roll it in. There was no one in front of him. He was under no pressure. There was no goalkeeper there to beat. And yet he manages to hit the crossbar. And that's not what De Bruyne would have wanted. Everybody was going to celebrate the goal that they all wanted for De Bruyne. And hit the crossbar. It's Tavernier now. Kerkers, the Man City crowd have gone quiet after that miss. It's really quietened them down. Zabeni, he gets it out to Arujo. Zabeni, he gets it to Cook. Cook plays it back to him. Cook again, back to Zabini. Howson. Kerkez, under pressure from Silver. Bournemouth keeping possession of the ball, but it's deep in their own half still, and Kepa has the ball now. Played out. Semenyo goes out. Let's have a look at that. Missed by De Bruyne again. It's a great cross by Mamouche, right along the 6-yard box. And it just took a skip as it got to him. It does sit up a little bit. It just takes a skip. Yeah, but he still should net that. He's got to score that. But it did just take a skip, and he was leaning back as well as he hit the ball. And because it had taken a skip, he lifted it onto the crossbar. De Bruyne has it now on this right-hand side. He's come back to this side now. He gives it inside to Bernardo Silva and Kovacic in centre midfield. Gundogan now. Support is Akanji. Gvardiol back to Akanji. Kovacic. Akanji on the left-hand side, for the far side. Gives it back to Kovacic. Back to Akanji. There's no space on that side to move forward, so he has to go back, all the way back to Diaz. To Silva now. Bernardo Silva lays it inside to Kovacic. A bit of space in the centre of midfield now for him to go forward. Mamouche gets it out to De Bruyne on the right-hand side, supported by Bernardo Silva. It's a poor pass by De Bruyne for a throw to Bournemouth. Just focusing in on the crowd there, that's De Bruyne's wife there and his kids, and they're looking at on the phones of a replay of that, and even they couldn't believe it. .28.5 minutes gone. Should have been 2-0. Still 1-0, but A fantastic goal to be leading the game so far by Mamouche. Kerkez takes the throw under pressure from Nunez. Nunez, ball's played forward by Kerkez. It's headed away by Akanji, and it's going to end up all the way back with Edison. He volleys it forward straight away and almost all the way through to Ireland. It's just hooked away by Howson. Hello to Simply Joy. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for your support, Simply Joy. Nice to see you. Hope you're all well. Diaz goes across to Akanji. Mamouche loses the ball. Or was it Gundogan? I think it was. Gvardiol tidies up at the back and turns deep in his own half, gives it to Akanji. Gvardiol decides to go all the way back to Edison. It's given to Gundogan now, just short of the halfway line in the centre of the pitch. He goes one way, then comes back the other, gives it back to Kovacic. Kovacic gives it to Akanji. De Bruyne. Akanji gets the ball all the way back to Edison and gets the ball back from Edison. Akanji has a bit of space to move forward now over the far side, the left-hand side. The run from Gundogan there, and he bring it under control, but he was under pressure, and I think it was Arujo put the ball out for the throw to Man City, which have taken quickly. Kovacic now moving forward in midfield. He sees the run of Nunez, gets it to Nunez. He plays it inside to Bernardo Silva. He gives it to Kovacic inside, looking for the dummy from Gundogan to get through to Ireland, but he's picked it up against Marmouche. Flag stays down. Is a shot in the box from Gundogan, but he's offside. The flag did stay down eventually. It was raised and Gundogan was offside, but it looked like it had ran through to him and he had his shot, but he was quickly closed down anyway. Just showing Mamouche's strike again there. If you haven't seen it, you've got to see that goal. You've got to see that shot by Mamouche. It's well worth it. 7th goal of the season. Ball's back with Kepa now. Back with Howson. He's coming forward down the left-hand side. Plays it inside. It's Kerkez. Howson plays the ball down for Tavernier to chase. And he gets the ball. He gets it in early. And Evan Nielsen has to stretch to reach the ball. And his shot hits the post and bounces away. Semenyo has the ball still on the edge of the box, though. Tries to play it inside. And then an offside is given. I don't think you can blame Evan Nielsen there because it's a great ball into the box, but he was really stretching for it now. Have a look at that again. Yeah, it's just running away from it. He tries to wrap his foot around it, his right foot. He's stretching like mad. Hits the ball into the floor and it bounces up and hits the post. So unlucky. Kanji now on the left-hand side. Gundogan has the ball. Deep in his own half, though. There's a run by Bernardo Silva, but he gets it into De Bruyne. De Bruyne is out to Mamouche. Mamouche to Haaland in the inside left position. Has to turn and go out of the box to create a bit of space for himself. Gets it to Kovacic. Kovacic to Gundogan. Gundogan turns. Diaz gets it out to Nunez on the right-hand side. in support is Diaz. Diaz gets the ball. He plays it inside to Mamouche, but Mamouche has lost the ball. And they're coming away there. Adams, not seen much of the ball so far as Adams. Kerkez rides a couple of tackles and then gets the ball through for Evan Nielsen, but he's not going to get there. There's a couple of defenders can clear it up. And the ball is with Kovacic now. He gets it out to Diaz there. Gundogan plays it inside to Kovacic. He's got a bit of space. He sees the run of Haaland in the inside left position, tries to get the ball through, but it's intercepted and Bournemouth come away down the left-hand side with Kerkez again. He plays it back to Howson. Kluivert gives it to Cook. Back to Kluivert. Supported is Howson. Goes back to Cook. Cook plays it across the right side to Zabanyi. Arajo plays it down the inside right channel, but it's picked up by Diaz and he rolls it back to Edison. Edison has the ball at his feet on his 6-yard box. Left footed. He's given the ball away to Tavernier though, and he has a shot. It's blocked on the edge of the box, but that was poor by Edison. The referee's blown up for a foul. Howson's gone down. Don't know who fouled him. It's Howson that's went down. Has actually been the one that's been booked and penalised. Yeah, he's grabbed Gundogan by the collar and pulled him down as he went past him. Nearly 36 minutes gone. It's flown past. It's been a good game, end to end. Edison drives it long, left-footed. There's nobody chasing that. That's gone all the way through to Kepa. He rolls it underarm. Played it inside to Adams. Adams plays it forward and it goes out to Semenya, but Semenya's offside on that far right-hand side. Ball's with Akanji now. The press is on from Bournemouth and it ends up with Edison at his feet. He goes long and central. Haaland tries to flick it on. There's another foul there on De Bruyne. The referee hasn't given it, but it looked like he had the arms around him and pulled him down. But play goes on. Howson. Give it to Zabanyi. Back to Howson. Inside. It's been lost by Cook. Haaland has it now. Gives it to De Bruyne. Out to the left to Gundogan. Just inside the box. Got back onto his right foot. He's giving it back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne turns. He can't give it to Haaland, who's in an offside position. Kovacic sprays out to the right-hand side. De Silva gives it back as a cross that goes. Silva's going to stretch for it and he can't get it, but it's come back to Gundogan. He's got a chance to put a ball across this. De Silva scores. Made his run into the inside of the right-hand side of the box. It's cut back to De Silva and left-footed. He's put it inside the near post of Kepa and Man City are 2-0 up. A good composed finish by De Silva. That it was easy to have thrashed that, but he didn't. He picked his spot at the near post as Kepa came out and spread himself, and he found that gap between Kepa's left foot and the left-hand post. It's De Silva makes the run first off. It's played back in by Kovacic. Gundogan played it inside to De Silva, the two veterans combining to create that goal. Gundogan there plays the ball inside, and it's a good ball. De Silva didn't hang about; he made a run. It's cut back just a couple of yards into the path of De Silva, and then he just puts it inside, side foots it into the goal. Well deserved. Makes things a bit more comfortable for City now, and their qualification for Champions League spots is in their hands again. Semenya has the ball now. He has to go back though. Adams sprays it across to the left-hand side, but it's going to be headed away by De Silva. He cuts the ball out, and it goes out for a throw on the halfway line on the near side, the left-hand side for Bournemouth. They go back all the way back to Huijsen. De Bruyne putting the pressure on. Kepa gives it to Cook. Cook has left the ball. It's given to Haaland. Haaland tried to set up De Bruyne, but Cook slipped and almost cost a goal there. I don't know why Haaland didn't have a shot. Yeah, I think they're all trying to do the thing and give De Bruyne a final goal in his final game at the Etihad Stadium. Goes out to the right-hand side, floated cross. Araujo gets a cross in, it's to the back post. Tavernia's there. He does, on the volley, helps it back into the box, but it's straight into the arms of Edison, and Edison gets the ball away quickly to Kovacic, to De Bruyne, back to Kovacic, back to De Bruyne, and central in the Man City half. Vardiol gives it to Akanji. Kanji coming forward and right. Still going. Kanji moving forward. Looking to get Nunez in, but Nunez cut inside and Akanji rolled it behind him and out for a throw. Man City up to third as it stands at the moment. Long way to go in this game, but they've got a good lead. Foul is taken quickly. It's spread across to the right-hand side. So Rujo holds off the challenge, gets it to Zabinyi. He comes across to Howson. There's a run there by Evan Nielsen on the inside left channel. He checks back, looking for support. It eventually comes from Cook, gives it back to Evan Nielsen, back to Cook. Gives it to Howson. Cook again, back to Howson. He has to go across the defence and to the right. Zabani now lays it inside to Zemenya. Just inside the box, is forced out. Kovacic puts the pressure on. He's forced Bournemouth back and all the way back to Kepa. It comes out to Kerkez. You can see why Liverpool are watching Kerkez. He's had a good game so far. Ball's long and left, but it's headed away. Picked up by Gundogan, laid back to Diaz, to Kovacic. De Bruyne in midfield sprays it across to Akanji, just short of the halfway line on the far side. The Man City left. Goes back to Gundogan now. Moving slowly forward on that left-hand side. He's got plenty of players in support, but there's no one making a run at the moment. So he's having to turn and go back, all the way back to Akanji. Akanji lays it inside to Bernardo Silva. He's under pressure. Gundogan gets it to Diaz. Bournemouth putting the press on. Gundogan has it again, plays it down the line, looking for the run of Gvardiol. Gvardiol is brought down. Unlucky for Araujo. I thought he'd made the ball. Let's have a look at this one again. Arujo. He's unfortunate there. He makes the ball. He does make contact with Guardiola, but he made the ball first, and he's lucky to get a free kick and the booking. Unfortunate there. Didn't deserve that. I think he's just talking to Guardiola now and saying, I got the ball there. Guardiola's not arguing with him about it, but it's a free kick in a dangerous position. It's just 18 yards out to the left-hand side. The Man City left-hand side. Chance for De Bruyne to put one in. De Bruyne puts one in near post. It's fisted away by Kepa. It's hit again. It's a great save by Kepa because it came through a sea of players. He can't have seen it while last second, and he made a really good block. Great reactions. Kept his team in it there. He fisted the ball out then. It's hit straight back in there. Haaland was probably offside there, right in front of Kepa, but he didn't know that, and it was a good save. Howson gives the ball back to Kepa. Kepa goes to the right-hand side, but the ball was almost picked off. Sabani sprays it to the left-hand side to Kerkez with 200 minutes of this first half. He gives it to Howson. Howson mispasses. He slices one. Ball's played forward, looking for Haaland, but Ederson almost lost control and was closed down quickly. Araujo. Gives it to Adams. Adams tries to slip it inside again to Araujo. He's got a chance of a shot here. Still on the edge of the box. Kluivert's shot was blocked. It's Kerkez now. He puts his cross back in. There's another chance. Kluivert, but the ball was slightly behind him, a bit high. He hits it on the volley, but it goes over the bar. It's great defending there. It's Nunez blocks Kluivert's shot. Really good job on the 6-yard box. The second shot from Kluivert sails over the bar. That's really well defended. Ederson taking his time here. Waiting for half-time, I would imagine. Join me for Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea at 3 p.m. on Sunday. Lot riding on that game. Hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of the live sport that we're covering now and over the summer with some cricket to be done. Saturday is the Championship final. If you want to join us for that, hit that notification bell so you get the time as we come to half-time. Marmoush and De Silva have given Man City the lead. And quite a healthy lead at half-time, 2-0. Although Bournemouth have played their part in this game and have had a couple of chances. They've hit the post with Evan Nielsen. De Bruyne has hit the crossbar from a couple of yards out when it looked easier to score. The ball did take a skip and it came off his left foot and hit the crossbar and back into Kepa's hands. But it's been an interesting first half. There's no doubt about that. It's for a neutral. We've seen a couple of goals, a couple of posts and crossbars hit, and further chances. I'd like to think there's going to be more goals in the second half, but now's a chance if you want to join in the live chat at half-time. Let us know what you think. How good was that goal from Marmoush, the first goal? How bad was De Bruyne's miss? Shouldn't laugh, really. He's been a really good player, but he won't want to go out with everybody remembering that miss in his last game at the Etihad. But get your comments in. Let us know what you think. It's 2-0 at half time. What do you think the final score is going to be? Let us know. Have you enjoyed it so far? If you're not a subscriber, while you've got the chance, please do become a subscriber. It does help the channel grow, and it enables us to keep producing content as we are at the moment. Hit the like button as well. That also helps with the channel growth. Looking at the standings as it is at the moment, and it's not been updated yet, but Man City are at the moment in third position above Newcastle. Chelsea and Aston Villa have all been pushed down one. So it's all going to go to the final game of the season. So my prediction was 2-1 to Man City, the final score. It still could be, but I think there's more goals in this for both teams. Bournemouth have played their part in the game, although they've looked a bit suspect at the back, and Man City have missed a couple of chances. Evan Nilsson has hit the post for Bournemouth. That could have pulled it back to 1-1 before Bernardo Silva actually put Man City 2 up. So join in the chat. Let us know what you think about the game so far. It has been a good game, as yesterday's was as well. You know, it's no typical end of season game, this. Both teams are going for it, and it's been really entertaining. For the neutrals like myself, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And Man City have, I think overall, just about well worth their 2-0 lead. But I could be wrong. If you think I'm wrong, you let me know what you think. If I just go back to the... just see if I can get the stats for that first half. And we'll just see what it says. So the match stats... possession. Well, Man City have dominated it really, 62% to 38%. Expected goals, Man City are well in front of that, 1.33 as opposed to 0.64 for Bournemouth. 7 shots for Man City, 5 for Bournemouth. 4 shots on target for Man City, 1 on target for Bournemouth. Touches inside the box, well, it's equal for both sides. 10 for Man City, 10 for Bournemouth. So you can see that Bournemouth have had their chances. They've certainly attacked Man City when they've had the chances. Goalkeeper saves, 1 for Ederson and 2 for Kepa. Surprisingly, no corners in this first half. I didn't realise that. Chance to get your comments in now while we're at half time. You just bear with me a sec. I'll just get myself a quick cup of coffee. You've got a chance now to just nip across and hit that subscribe button and the like button, and of course the notification bell. It'd be good to see you become a subscriber if you're not. It really does help the channel, and we really do appreciate your support. Just bear with me a sec. I'll just go get a quick coffee. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Well, I've just got myself a slight refreshment. We have not missed anything yet. We're still at half-time break. I'll just get the timer up for the second half. May as well get ourselves ready. Just bear with me a sec. Just take a minute to. There we go. Just there. All ready for the second half. Nobody's dead. Put in a score prediction for this second half. Won't be long before we're back for the second half. It's been a good first half. If you've any thoughts on that first half, it's been quite obvious to me that the Man City team have really been looking to get De Bruyne on the ball whenever they can. And there's been a couple of times where Haaland's had the chance of a shot at goal and he's tried to get De Bruyne in. So they're obviously trying their best to give De Bruyne a good send-off, and it's not quite worked out yet. But De Bruyne has been quite influential in this game, probably more so than I've seen him in quite a long time. And it would be good to see him get a goal in his final game at the Etihad, but Bournemouth will still be thinking, well, it's only 2-0, and if we can get a goal early on, we're back in this game. But let me know what you think. I said 2-1 at full time. I mean, it still could be, obviously, but I think there's more goals in this for Man City. I really do. If you're a cricket fan, please do join us on Thursday morning for the one-off test between England and Zimbabwe at Trent Bridge. Starts at 11 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 10:30 if you can join us. It'd be nice to join in. A bit slower pace cricket. We can interact a bit more on the live chat. It's a bit more. How can you say it's a bit more easier to chat amongst each other while the game is going ahead, because it's just that little bit slow. It's a bit more difficult to do it when the football's on. When cricket's on, we can really get into it and discuss things in between overs and balls. And I'm looking forward to that. And hope you'll be able to join us and we can have a chat as the game goes on. Interaction is good. Also, we've got India coming along later in the summer, so I will be doing some live watch-alongs with the cricket. Not all the day because there are long days, but we'll be doing a few sessions. If you like your cricket, it'd be good to see you here. There's not many people doing watch-alongs for cricket, so I'm hoping that I'll get plenty of views. Like the players will be out any moment now. The substitutes are warming up, just kicking the ball about on the pitch before the teams come out for this second half.
Nottingham Forest against Chelsea. Forest just a point outside the top five. Chelsea, as things stand, in the top five. We're underway from 3. And it's also the final Super 6 of the season. Enter by 4 p.m. this Sunday. It's completely free, and there is £250,000 up for grabs. Well, it is De Bruyne's final home game at the Etihad for City. King Kev had a massive chance to crown it off with a goal, but a miss that had his family wondering just how. Plenty of time to turn it around for him, but City lead 2-0.
Still waiting for the teams to come out. You're not missing anything at the moment. In fact, TV coverage has gone on another break.
Football is proper drama. Predicting the unpredictable is a funny old game. So William Hill gives you a daily Acker Williams boost to reward getting it right. That's proper value from a proper bookmaker. William Hill, betting done properly. City leading by 2-0.
So Bournemouth are on the way out now. They do a little warm-up before they come on for the second half. Something new that I've only seen this season, and all the teams seem to do it. There must be some method behind the madness.
But the ball is running away from it. Yeah, but it's a great opportunity. Trying to get on top of it and get as much connection as he can. It's just really unlucky. It hits the post, goes in. It's one of those.
Man City coming out now.
A couple of moments down their left, but not enough really to threaten Manchester City as much as what we'd have thought. Manchester City have been really comfortable, but their energy's been good.
Man City in third position now. As it stands, will have a 2-point lead over the teams below them, and a superior goal difference. A draw next week, or on Sunday, would see them in the Champions League positions. Clivert's gone off, and David Brooks has come on for for Bournemouth. We're underway. Bournemouth kicking from left to right in this second half in their all red and black kit. Man City in the blue and white. Arojo battling with, I think that was Guardiola, he pulled down there. Free kick's given. Goes to Akanji. He tries to put it long, but left foot drive is blocked. Guardiola again. Semenya blocks Guardiola's clearance, and it's a throw to Man City. It's deep in their own half on this near side, the Man City left. Ball is thrown all the way back to Howson. Given inside to Cook, moving across to the left. Gives it to Adams. Played down the line. Brook is quickly tackled from behind. The ball ends up back with Edison. He gives it out to Akanji on this left-hand side. He plays a little ball long. I mean, it's, when you say long, it's miles long. It skips through to Kepa, and Haaland, who was the nearest to the ball, wasn't within 30 yards of it. That's how poor a ball that was. Kerkez now puts a cross in. It's flicked on by Evan Nielsen at the near post. Well, it skims off his head and just drifts wide of the far post. His position was actually on the edge of the 6-yard box at the near post. It was actually on the edge of the 6-yard post. Would have been difficult to get a header on target and in from there, and he didn't. Rodri still sat on the bench. I'd forgotten about Rodri. Gundogan. Across to Nunez. Goes back to De Silva. I keep calling De Silva. It's Silva. Bernardo Silva comes out to Akanji now on the near side. Gives it to Mamouche. Kovacic. Gives it to Akanji, who goes all the way back to Edison. Left-footed, he plays it back to Akanji. Inside to Gundogan. Akanji again, back to Gundogan. Diaz. All the way across to Nunez. And Man City are going backwards. Kovacic plays it inside to Gundogan. Gets it back to Kovacic. Diaz now striding forward, the inside right position. Plays down the line. Silva plays it back for De Bruyne, who's made a run into the box. He turns and moves out to the edge of the box. Nunez tries to play the ball into Kovacic. It's behind him, but he can turn and collect the ball. Kovacic going backwards on Man City. Akanji. Gundogan. Semenyo blocks his pass, and Bournemouth got a chance to break here now with Brooks. Brooks gets it all the way across. Looking for the run of Evan Nielsen, I think that was. It's cleared and Kerkers picks the ball up. Foul there. It's taken quickly. It was Adams Tavernier who was fouled. Down the left-hand side now. Kerkers has to check back. Gives it to Tavernier. Cook. Howson gives it to Tavernier. Kerkers now got room to cross one. It tries to, but it's blocked. And Man City come away on the right-hand side, pushing the back of Bernardo Silva, and the foul's given. Smiles between Tavernier and De Silva. Free kick's going to be taken by Diaz. Taking his time, not in a hurry. In fact, Bernardo Silva's come to take the ball eventually. Kovacic is with him as well. Kovacic takes it, gives it to Silva. Kovacic then has to go back to Edison. Edison left-footed, plays it out to Akanji on this near side. He goes back to Gundogan, who goes back to Edison. High press from Bournemouth is keeping Man City pinned in their own half. Haaland now goes down. It's given to De Bruyne now, central. He plays it to Mamouche. Mamouche just couldn't take it in his stride, but still going on. Nunez has a shot from somewhere out where Mamouche was in the first half, but not the accuracy this time, and it goes sailing over the bar. Kepa was under pressure there as he cleared the ball. Semenyo tries to flick it on, but it's going to be collected by Akanji, and he's going to lay it all the way back to Edison. Edison gives it back to Akanji, who had come short for it. He plays it inside. It's Mamouche, twist and turning. Lays it out to Diaz. Diaz gives it to Kovacic, who's deep, looking for the ball regular. Now it's Gundogan coming forward down the left-hand side. He gives it to Gvardiol, cuts inside, under pressure, is knocked over by Semenyo, and the foul's given. Taken quickly. Gundogan gets the ball back. He nutmegs Semenyo, who blocks him off. Semenyo maybe will get a yellow card, will he? Referee maybe being a bit lenient. Quick word is all he gives. Well played by Gundogan. Referee's not happy that the ball was taken short. Says take it again. Given to Kovacic. To Bernardo Silva. To Gundogan. To Bernardo Silva again. Tries to give it to the overlapping Gvardiol, but it's blocked off. Goes out for the throw. Gundogan has the ball now. Gives it across to Diaz. Diaz checks back. Lays it inside to Gundogan. Gives it to Kovacic. Kovacic side foots it back to Akanji. Akanji floats one over the top. Gvardiol is under pressure from Araujo, and he fouls him trying to get the ball off him, and it's free kick to Bournemouth. Bit scrappy start. Ball's into the box now with Haaland. Another shot from De Bruyne is blocked on the 6-yard box and goes out for a corner. Bernardo Silva laying the ball through there to Haaland. It was well defended there by Zabani on Haaland. Haaland using his strength, but Zabani wasn't to be thrown off. Blocked his shot. Corner now. Going to be taken by De Bruyne on this right-hand side. The right-footed away swinger. First one of the game, I think. It comes in now. It's headed up in the air, bouncing around, still waiting for it to come down. It's Diaz who got his foot to it, but he's only managed to put it out for a goal kick. Bouncing around in that penalty area, and all the players waited for it to come down, and it wouldn't. Ball down the line, looking for Kerkez, but it's just gone out before he could collect it. Ball goes long, headed away by Howson. Kerkez plays it inside. It's Cook, gives it back to Howson. He goes back to Kepa. It's drilled forward, looking for the run of Kerkez, but he's had to chase all the way to Ederson, and Ederson puts his left foot through it, and it's high into the air. Foot up there by Kovacic, but the referee says it's okay and they play on. Gundogan and Mamouche battling for it. Howson now. Cook gets out to Kerkez on the left. He can make a run down that line again. He plays it in early to the back post, and Brooks is only just a half a yard away from turning in at the far post. It's another great cross by Kerkez. Oh, so close to it, Brooks. Sliding in at the back post. It's a great ball by Kerkez. You can see why Liverpool are interested in him. Brook almost got to it, and so did Semenyo, even further at the back post than him. Kovacic gets it to Haaland, holds his man off, turns, still keeps hold of the ball. Gives it to De Bruyne, to Gundogan. De Bruyne gets it back. Tries to play a ball through, but it's cut out. It comes to Brooks now. He makes a run forward to give it to Evan Nielsen. Gives it to Tavernier on the far side. He's waiting for support. It's Kerkez. Back to Tavernier. Gets it inside. Goes out to the wing again to Kerkez. Goes back to Cook. Cook goes to Hyson. Brooks gives out to Kirkes again. Back to Hyson. He gives it inside to Tavernier and gives it to Kirkes, who was still on that far touchline. Howson. Sabani plays it through to Cook in the centre. Adams. Crowd just trying to get behind Man City again because the game's a bit flat early in this second half. Howson in the inside left position. Checks back, gives it to Adams on the edge of the box. Evan Nielsen. So Semenya. He's got a chance of a left-footed shot. He's got a chance of a shot now, and he's put it just wide of that top right-hand corner. The first look, it looked like it was going into that corner. He managed to go across the box from right to left to create himself the space to go for that top corner, but in the end, he's hit it wide. Goal kick's taken by Edison Long. Haaland's up. Doesn't win the ball. Comes back to Marmouche, though. Marmouche to De Bruyne inside the box. Turning one way, gets his cross in. Kepa's down on his 6-yard line. Intercepts the cross and then rolls the ball out quickly to get Bournemouth back underway again. It's Kirkes. Tavernier gets a ball early to back post. Semenyo brings it down. Guardiol's in there quickly. Concedes the throw. It's given to Aruo. Sabani. He's having to go back. Looking for the runners, but there isn't any runners at the moment. He's having to go further back. And in the end goes back to Kepa. Kepa's well out of his goal, though, so it's not all the way back into the penalty area. Ball's played into centre of midfield. Evan Nielsen, Brooks. Brooks gets it out wide to Cook. Tavernier, inside left position. Tries to give it inside to Brooks, but it's intercepted. Gundogan can come away with it. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. He had to wait for the ball to come to his feet, which slowed things down a bit, but he's coming across the pitch now. In the centre circle, he's gone back round again, almost under 360. Got the ball back as Bernardo Silva, again doing another 360. He's eventually knocked over and a foul's given. That was Clive or not. Gundogan's coming away now. Haaland's making a run. Marmouche. Ball's cleared away by Howson. Vardiol now. Gives it back to Gundogan. On the edge of the box, on his right foot. Gives it to Kovacic. Huge rows. Rodri's warming up. Huge row. They haven't seen him since September. It's applauding the crowd. Ball comes into Bernardo Silva. He's in the box close to the byline. Lays it back to Diaz on the edge of the box. Makes a run into the box. Has to turn and go back out again. De Bruyne made a run now, but it doesn't come to him. It's Nunez who plays it all the way back to Akanji on the halfway line in the centre circle. Diaz again. Nunez. Back to Diaz. Making a run down that right-hand side. Ball swung all the way across to the left to Akanji. Akanji plays it inside to Marmouche. Laid it off. Gundogan. Marmouche again, coming through the middle again where he scored from before. Gets the ball through almost to Haaland. It's just cut out by Howson. And Brooks comes away down the left-hand side after a pass from Tavernier now. Gets across to the back post, does he? No, it's too straight and it goes straight at Edison, complaining that it was fouled, but the referee's happy to let play carry on. Gvardiol. Gundogan. Kovacic plays it inside to De Bruyne. Bruyne gives it out to the right to Diaz. So on the halfway line, back inside to De Bruyne. He gives it to Akanji. Akanji plays it inside to Gundogan. Kovacic. Gundogan. Diaz coming forward now. Kovacic gives it to De Bruyne in a bit of space. Got support from Gvardiol on his left-hand side. He plays it back inside. De Bruyne lays it off. Haaland, can he make the turn? He did do, he got through. But Zabani is coming across and puts the ball out for a corner before Haaland can strike it. It's the first time he's got the better of Howson today, Haaland. De Bruyne is going to take this corner. Takes it short quickly. Gundogan gives it to Kovacic on the edge of the box. Comes across. Mamouche again. His shot is taking a touch off a defender and it goes out for another corner. Semenyo got the block in. And from no corners in that first half, we've had about 4 or 5 for Man City now. So Man City ramping up the pressure. De Bruyne again is going to go across and take this corner from the right-hand side. Comes in with a corner now. It's the edge of the box. It comes over the head of Akanji. It's headed out, but it's picked up by Nunez. He goes across to Gundogan. Gundogan back to De Bruyne. Gundogan plays it across to Diaz, to Mamouche. Mamouche goes back to Diaz. Gundogan now. Onto the touchline. It's Bernardo Silva. Back to Gundogan. Across to the left. Akanji brings it down, can stride forward down the left-hand side. Man in support is Kovacic again. Run from De Bruyne, central run as well. Gundogan picks the loose ball up, turns one way. Semenyo is hassling him. Manages to get the ball back to Kovacic though. Bernardo Silva gives it to Akanji, back inside to Gundogan. Bernardo Silva gives it to Kovacic, just inside the Bournemouth half. Akanji has it now. Going back. Gvardiol wins the ball back. There's Gundogan. Goes out to Diaz now. Moving forward centrally. Plays out to the right-hand side. Nunez gives it back to Diaz. Kovacic comes across to the left to Akanji. Mamouche to Gvardiol. Has to go back and it's given away. That's a poor one. And Kovacic has pulled. It's going to be a red card here. And Kovacic is pulled Evan Nielsen back. It was a poor ball that was played back to Kovacic. And Evan Nielsen was away. And Pep is not happy at all. He's given a few things kicks there. It's a long way from goal, and Kovacic didn't need to pull him back because there was a chance that others could have made the run back. There's a long way to go. Although he pulled him back, it wasn't an obvious goal-scoring opportunity because he was so far away from goal. He was only just a couple of yards over the halfway line. And Kovacic is unlucky to get sent off, but he has been. We can blame his own teammate there because his teammate sold him a bad pass that put him in that position. Kovacic makes his way off. Man City down to 10 men. Substitution. Kevin De Bruyne is going off. That's the end of his career at the Etihad. Huge round of applause for him. His teammates hugging him and shaking hands with him. Gets a hug from Haaland. Mamouche gives him a hug. The crowd singing his name. As he's going off, he's waving to the crowd and clapping. Bet there's a tear in his eye, a lump in his throat. Looks a bit emotional. So Kevin De Bruyne goes off, and I haven't seen who's come on for him. His family are there, stood clapping. He's getting a hug from all the coaching staff and all his teammates. Ball goes to the back post. It's a long one that's, it's Kerkez have managed to keep the ball in, but it's quickly snaffled up by Edison, and he gets the ball out quickly. It's Nico Gonzalez who's come on for De Bruyne. Bournemouth have made a substitution as well, apparently. Smith has come on for Araujo. Still 20 minutes left, but Bournemouth have got to really put the pressure on Man City now, having that extra man. Edison's got a yellow card for some reason as well. Looking to get the ball through to Evan Nielsen, but they can't. It's cut out. It's cleared away, but not far. It's headed back in by Howson. Kerkez is in now. He has to get the ball across, but it looks like he was offside. His cross wasn't the best and was cleared anyway, but he's given offside, Kerkez. Canariola's side take advantage of the one man extra now. 20 minutes to go. The offside is taken by Edison, headed inside by Haaland on that far touchline, brought down by Bernardo Silva. Down that line is Nunez, plays it inside, but Howson gets his foot to the ball, plays it out for a throw, and it must have taken a flick off Haaland because the throw is given to Bournemouth. Kerkez plays it inside to Cook. Cook gives it to Kepa, and it comes out to the right-hand side. Smith to Semenyo. Given inside. That's Adams going across to Howson on the left-hand side. He's got Kerkez with him, plays it inside to Tavernier, who gets it out to Kerkez. Back to Howson, though. Back to Tyler Adams. Adams is going to give it to Kerkez again. It's a bit slow from Bournemouth. Tavernier now. Goes back to Zabanya. Out to Smith on the right-hand side now. He's going to put a cross in. It's headed away. Picked up on the edge of the box, though. Adams. Keke's let the ball run away from him, and Haaland comes away with it now. He plays the ball looking for Gundogan. Marmouche, was it? There's a foul there in the middle of the box, and the Man City players are going mad in the centre circle. And Cook is given the red card. It's 10 apiece now. I didn't see what happened. I was watching the ball that was played through. Don't know who's gone down. Bournemouth's advantage didn't last long. Only a few minutes before Lewis Cook was sent off, and then we're back to 10 apiece now. We're going to see what happened there now. Oh, he dived in there, and it was above the ball, onto the ankle. Yeah, he got the ball, but it's the follow through. It's Gonzalez who's gone down, the substitute, and he hasn't gone off yet, but he deserved it. There's no complaints from that. No complaints at all. Gonzalez is still down. Hopefully he hasn't done any lasting damage. Cook goes off. Bournemouth's advantage has gone. And that's going to make it, with 16 minutes to go, doubly difficult now. Cook's shaking his head, but he can't have any complaints, surely. Areola's shaking his head as well. There can't be no complaints. He deserved to be sent off. He deserved the red card. Gonzalez is back on his feet. He's limping a bit on that right foot, but let's just see that challenge again. He's off the floor, and he gets Gonzalez on the shin. I mean, that's so high. That's how bad it was. He was off the ground as well. He launched himself at Gonzalez, and he certainly caught him. Back underway with Akanji. Akanji gets it out to the left-hand side. Gvardiola's allowed it to be played all the way back to Edison. As Gonzalez seen some of the ball again, gets out to Akanji, just short of the halfway line. He checks back again, plays it inside. Gonzalez seems to be moving okay now. Bernardo Silva plays it out to Akanji, still in his own half. Plays the ball inside to Marmouche, under a lot of pressure. Gets out to the right. Still on the halfway line. Nunez gives it to Gundogan. Bernardo Silva gets out. Nunez again plays the ball inside. Gets to Gundogan via Marmouche. Gvardiol now brings it down on his left-hand side. Has to check back. Akanji in support. Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez going backwards rather than forward. Gundogan. Akanji. Man City playing keep ball between them, not looking to go forward, not looking to be adventurous. They're going to settle for what they've got, I think. Ball's going all the way back. Diaz turns and then gives it back to Edison. Frustrating to see the players do that when there was well inside the Bournemouth half to eventually be as negative of that, and they've given the ball away now. In their own half, they're having to battle for it. Marmouche goes over and it's a free kick to Man City. Sabanya committed the foul. Gundogan gives it inside to Silva. Coming forward. Gonzalez, who picked the ball up. Gives it inside. Gundogan. Sold Akanji short though, and they pick the ball up to Bournemouth. Semenyo. He goes back over the halfway line. Gives it to Smith. Sabinia plays out to the left-hand side where Kerkez has got a bit of space, but he slips it down inside to Evan Nielsen. Kerkez gets the ball back. He's dallied on the ball and it's been taken off him. It's cleared but not far. It's picked up by Adams. Adams has to go all the way back from deep inside the Man City half. He plays it all the way back to Kepa, his goalkeeper. Ball comes back to Kepa. Though someone sold him short. Haaland gets a foot in and the ball goes high in the air. And Man City pick the ball up with Gundogan. Gonzalez now makes the run on the outside into the box, going for the byline. His cross is blocked. It's cleared, but not far. Man City pick the ball up. Diaz. Nunez. Gundogan in the centre circle. Looking for a ball forward, looking for Haaland. Haaland's been held tight, but he manages to lay the ball off to Haaland. He gets it ball back, and he's blocked on the edge of the box, and there's a free kick given there. Obstruction. Smith. It was going to go around Smith. Free kick in a dangerous position now. Haaland's had a hard time of it. He's been well watched by Howson, amongst others. He's been given no space, but he's worked hard for the team, and now he's created a chance here. A third goal in the 80th minute would see this game off. But Man City are in no hurry to take it again. Several of the Man City players over this free kick, but don't know why it's been delayed. Looks like Rodri's getting stripped, ready to come on. Meanwhile, the free kick is going to be taken. Mamouche scored from this distance earlier on. Can he curl a free kick in? Hits it. It's a good one, and it's only over the bar. Only a yard or two over the bar. I think if it had been on target, the keeper wouldn't have been there, but Rodri is on the edge of the touchline there, getting a few words of wisdom from his manager. He's about to come on. Keke striding forward. Plays it inside, so Nielsen goes for the return, but it was tracked by a couple of Man City players, and the ball is cleared to the halfway line. Smith there. Can't get himself past Gundogan. Guardiol battling against two Bournemouth players. Wins the throw. Now Rodri is going to come on. And it's like Haaland's going off. Rodri can't be going to be playing up front for Erling Haaland, surely. Who's going to go up front? Kerkez going off. It's a surprise. He's had a good game as Kerkez. Soler comes on for Kerkez. Balls with Howson. Lays out to the right hand side to Smith. Smith has to go back. Zabinyi sprays it out to the left hand side where Kerkez was. It's not anymore. It's Soler. Brook gives it to Adams. Adams is going to come across to the right to Smith. Smith to Semenyo. He tries to cut inside, create himself a bit of space, but he's only going across and in front of the Man City defence. Tavernier. Soler cuts back, gives it back to Howson. Soler again plays it inside to Tavernier. Zabinyi. Ball over the top, looking for the run of Brook, but it's defended. Rodri, his first touch, gets a big cheer, goes high in the air, appeals for handball, but it's not given him. Bournemouth trying to put a bit of pressure on again. Brook has the ball at his feet, but it's been taken off him. Mamouche now on his own. Chance to go around Zabinyi, but he's not going to get around Adams, who helped his fellow defender out. Double team him, Mamouche. Ball's played down the line by Smith, looking for Evan Nilsson. He hasn't had much to play with, but Semenyo has the ball now. He plays it inside. Tavernier. Going across to Howson now on the inside left position. Goes out to Soler on the far touchline. Back to Tavernier. Back to Soler. Back to Adams. Zabinyi. Smith now with a bit of space. Plays it inside. Brooks again. Semenyo gives it back to Brooks. Plays it inside. Tavernier. Soler now. It's back to Adams. Adams to Brook. Tavernier. Soler now has got a chance to put a cross and it's deflected up and it's a corner for Bournemouth. Can they pull one back and make it a grandstand finish? And it comes in now. It's headed away even further by Gundogan. Soler. It's Brooks. Skips past his man, has got to the byline. Can he get a cross in? He can, but it's only straight at Gundogan who drives it away. It's poor by Brooks there. He could have picked anyone out from a great position under no pressure. Here's Smith. Zabinyi gives it to Semenyo, who's more central now. Tavernier. Tavernier tries to turn, but it's taken off him. Mamouche. Mamouche goes round Kepa. Kepa does get in the way to a certain degree, but the referee thinks nothing of that and the play goes on. Kepa was miles out of his goal there. Frustration for Tavernier, who boots the ball away and gets a yellow card for it. Kepa was in the centre circle when he made that challenge on Mamouche. Looking at Mamouche, couldn't push the ball around him and put it into an open net. City in no hurry to take this free kick. Eventually it's played out to the right. Diaz gets the ball back, plays it back to the right-hand side. Mamouche lays it back inside for the run of Gonzalez. Onto the edge of the box, chance of a shot, and he scores. And that finishes it off. That's a great individual goal by Gonzalez. And it was already over this game, but that just caps it. A goal in the second half, the crowd will be very happy with that. First Premier League goal for Gonzalez. And he kept composed and created the space for himself. And then hit a nice finish past Kepa. And he's done well since he's come on as Gonzalez. Looks a good prospect for the future. Just see the replay of this one now. Ball's played through Gonzalez. He's got three players around him, but he creates a bit of space and he hits it with the side of his foot and kills it in the near post. It's a great finish. It's a great finish because he kills it past the defender, kills it inside the left-hand post, and Kepa diving across is beaten. "30 seconds of normal time to go, plus whatever injury time there may be, 5 or 6 minutes, I don't know. But the game has gone. Ball is played long, looking for the run of Semenya down the right-hand wing. He turns Gvardiol, but Gvardiol gets back to him, Semenya. Cross is put in first time by Smith. It's headed away by Akanji. It's picked up by Adams. 6 minutes of added time. Zabinia gives it to Semenyo, to Smith, to Semenyo, surrounded by Man City players. Zabinia is picked off, but there's a foul. I think that's a foul by Bernardo Silva, was it? There's a couple more substitutions coming in for Man City. Maybe 3. Jack Grealish coming on. Bit pointless for poor Jack Grealish. How can he do anything in 3 or 4 minutes? Mamouche comes off. Just see the substitutions now. Jack Grealish comes on for Gundogan. Oscar Bob comes on. And Doku comes on. It's like Bernardo Silva goes off. Jack Grealish is on. Just wait for confirmations of those substitutes just to see who the last player for Man City has gone off, because they've made 3 substitutions, but Mamouche, Bernardo Silva and Gundogan's come on, and Doku, Bob and Grealish come on. With just 4 minutes to go. Man City have the throw on the left-hand side, the near side, as we look. I mean, Guardiola's going to take it. He's not going to rush, though, and he eventually throws it straight back to Edison, who volleys it clear. It's headed back by Howson on the chest of Smith, but he gives it away. The ball's looking for Doku, but it's intercepted. Adams plays it out to the left-hand side to Howson. Goes back to Kepper, who's well out of his goal. Gives it back to Howson on the halfway line on the left-hand side. Howson has it again. Gives it to Adams in the centre circle now, coming across to the right. Played inside. Out to the right to Smith. Smith looks to get the ball into Brook. Akanji strong enough to allow the ball to run out and hold Brook off. Two and a half to go. Semenyo coming forward. Lays it down the line. Not going to get there, though. Throw is given to Bournemouth. Must have deflected off. It's going to be a long throw. It's only the second one that Semenyo's put in. There was one in the first half. I've forgotten all about his long throws. And it comes. It's headed out. Back in again. Guardiol hooks it away, left-footed. Out for a throw. Smith picks the ball up and takes it quickly. Tavernier. All the way across to the far side. Gets it back to Tavernier. Ball inside is picked off by Man City, and they can come away down the right-hand side now with Doku. He checks back, plays it back down the line. Oscar Bob with it now. His first touch of the game. He gives it to Diaz. Nunez. Rodri. Rodri has the ball again in the midfield. Turns one way, turns the other. Lays it out to the right-hand side. There's a trouble now. Evan Nielsen. And he puts the ball in the back of the net. And Bournemouth have pulled the goal back in the last minute. It's a poor pass back. It's Jefferson who got in there. Fresh pace. Edison comes out to block the shot, but it hits Edison's legs and still goes into the back of the net. And Pep won't be happy about that because Man City gave it to him. They didn't create it, Bournemouth. It was a poor back pass that set that goal up for Bournemouth. Jack Grealish has it now. His first touch on this left-hand side. And that's it. Game over. Man City are in third position and in charge of their own destiny when it comes to the European spots for next season. Thanks to everyone who's joined us today. Thanks for all your support. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Before you leave, please do hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell because we've got plenty of live sport coming up for you in the next week or so. But until Thursday, when we're doing some live cricket watch along, enjoy the rest of the day and thanks for joining us.